Okay, I'm just going to go over the invoice template. As you can see, you're in Dropbox. You're going to go to Sidekick Reference Material and Team Invoice Template, which I moved to the top. Double click on there, and the Proofreader Invoice Form template. And you'll want to always get a new one from here because I may update it like I did just today with some things. All right. Okay, so here we go. This is our proofreader invoice form template, and there's more to this than what is on the screen, as you can see way over here, but it's important to start with this, go to File, Save As, and I'm just going to put this in my desktop. I'm going to start with my name. And I already did it. June, SK for Sidekick Invoice, and I'm going to say that. Yeah, I'll replace that one that's there. Okay, so then you can put in your name here, email, sort of stuff. Here, I'll just put Karen, and I do scoping services, so I'll put that there. And we want to send off our invoice close to June 18, so let's just put June 20th. All that part is ready to go. And then as I get jobs in, I am going to enter the information in here. So I got a job sent to me, and it's for Marianne. The name is Thompson, and it's due Monday, 5 p.m. So I go back to my job sheet, and I'm going to put today's date, and I'm going to put Marianne. The name is Thompson. Oops. And once I open up the file, I'll know the file date. So let's just say it's May 28th. And I'll start at page 1. For proofreading, you will have an end page. For scoping, there could be more pages than what's there. So that's where the internal notes, I can put original pages 1 to 75. And let's pretend I finished the job and it ended up being 85 pages. Work type, if it's a standard questioning with 27, 25 lines, great. Or there could be the 40 line, or it could be a hearing, but I usually end up doing a standard, and 7-day scope, and I complete it on June 9. All right, and there we go. Now, as long as this information here is filled in, so your reporter, the file name, date, start end page, your work type, turnaround time is filled out, this will be populated, and you can copy this and use this as your subject line for your email. So if I go back to my email, I can compose a job, and I can go to Tony, so Sidekick, and then I put Marianne in there as well, and then I can put my subject line. Ooh, let me go back here. I'm going to just copy that, put that in there, and then I can send this off to the reporter, and always making sure that you're copying Tony on that as well. Now, why is it important to have that wonderful name, file date, and the pages and what it is? Well, if we go back to the original email, this is the only information that I see in the subject line. So when Tony and I are invoicing, sometimes we see from a reporter, sometimes they put a name, sometimes they don't, sometimes they put a due date, sometimes they don't. And when it comes to invoicing about 200 jobs a month, it is really helpful to have these details in the subject line. Say Marianne sent this to me in pieces. Again, getting those page numbers are really important. So again, we'll just do this. Say it's the same job. Oops, here we go. Same job, but I'm getting pages 86 to 100, and then 101 to 150, okay. Oops. So these may be all the same. So if it was proofing and it was the first one was regular proof, the second one was 48 hours, and then 12 hours. Knowing these details and getting that from you is super helpful when it comes to invoicing. So if I go to what I see for billing, when I get this email, I just see that Marianne sent an email June 3rd, job name is Thompson, and here's the due date. When it comes to a scoping job, I won't know the job date. I may not even know who the proofreader is. I might know that it's coming in parts, but this information right here is super important because then I can find that job and who the proofreader is and all that by searching their name. And again, we have some jobs where we'll get an attachment and some jobs that we don't get an attachment. And as much as we try to be super accurate, we do typos. We hit 1 instead of 2. We hit 5 instead of 2. And being able to have an email from the reporter saying it should be around this many pages and then getting something from you that verifies how many pages that is super helpful. For jobs where I can see, say we have a job from Tony, June 7, and it's Tony, and say it's Smith, and sends it as an attachment. If I took the time, I could open that attachment and then I could see the job date and all those things. Maybe she just says, oh, it's roughly 100 pages. Then when I see that you put in 101 pages, I don't feel like I need to go back and open that attachment. And that just saves us a little bit more time on invoicing and making things accurate. Now, when we go over here, the only section that you should be able to edit is this green section here and this green section over here, and you can put your own private notes here. Here, the email subject line, this will be generated automatically for you, and that's just to help you keep your accuracy, prevent typos, and like, you are welcome to use this internal notes. You can say this took 5 hours. I'm just spitballing. Or this took 45 minutes. You are welcome to use that for whatever you like. Over here, this invoice note is what will be shown on the billing sheet, and you could put on there first time with this reporter. Okay, and that will show up on the billing sheet. But those private notes for yourself, they will not show up on the billing sheet, so that is up to you. In regards to the billing sheet, you are welcome to print this or save this in a number of ways. When you save this, it's going to save it as the entire worksheet. So it's going to include this one, and this one. All right, the billing sheet, this is what you are welcome to print off. So you can print it. Here I have multiple printers, so I can print it physically, or I have print to PDF, or you can print it to file. Another option is share as an Adobe PDF link. That's if you have Adobe. I don't. You can also export it, and you can create it as a PDF or an XPS document, and so on and so forth. However, Tony has requested that you send an attachment with the whole file, and then that way she can take a look. You are welcome to send me feedback regarding this. I appreciate all that you guys do, and I know things are super busy for you, and when I created this, my hope was that it would just help prevent any typos when it came to the subject line, and maybe gave you a space to record things such as the time that you spend working on different jobs. And yeah, thank you so much. Bye.